beginning, like you say, just beginning our spiritual path, one of the best things that anyone can do is to have gratitude. So just very briefly, everything is energy, and even thoughts and emotions are energy. And even the actions we take is energy. So when we have an emotion of upset or depression or anger or whatever type of emotion that does not feel good, and there's that word again, does not feel good. It doesn't feel good to be jealous. It doesn't feel good to have that frustration or stress. But if we're in that space, try to recognize it, be in awareness, and then if you can, try to find something that you're thankful for. There's so many things to be thankful for. We can be thankful, and then to tap into that thankfulness, feel it and be with it. For example, be grateful you even can get out of bed. You're healthy enough. You've got water at your fingertips any time of day at the kitchen faucet. Or how about the food we have? I mean, you can think basic stuff, but not everyone.
And progress can be slow, but I do think that if we can work with community members to really educate and figure out ways that community members can take action on their own, then like Laura was saying, you can have so much impact, right? I think it shouldn't just be up to government to make that happen, because whatever we can do as a community, and me as a fellow community member and resident, I think that we can do a lot more than just what a government could do or just what one individual could do.
Yeah, and I really want to add to that as well, like, because I actually really love the point that you're coming from, because I think local government and local council and state government as well are some of the best places that we can influence and make change. So like often when I'm referring to government, I do mean this kind of wider nationwide federal approach that we're looking at, which can be very difficult to move. But each of us does have influence within our local government, within our local area. And so having this kind of a ability to create or to communicate what it is that we want for us together is a really powerful thing. And I really appreciate what you're doing there.
But I was listening. I was in a group with other people. I was listening to their stories. I was listening to their adventures. I was listening to what they were going through. And that was the one step. The one step. And then the next step was, okay, now I need to turn around and say hello to family. And if it's just one cousin or one uncle or whoever that you feel comfortable with, or a close friend, because some people might not be comfortable with family. You never know, depending on your situation. But I reached out to one that I could really trust and say, look, can we have a face-to-face? I just want to just have a talk, maybe 10, 15 minutes. That's another step. So, you have to find things. First, you got to make in your mind, here goes back to the mindset again. And I want to tweak this mindset a little bit, Queen, because everybody's talking about mindset. You have to have that mindset. You got to believe in yourself. And I agree with all of that. In fact, I teach on it too. But there's something to add to that. And I want people to start thinking about mindset into mind flow. And what I mean by mind flow is when you think of mindset, that's a set. Think of set. It just, you sit in there. I was sitting in that loneliness. I was sitting in that room. But I had to open up my mind and flow to make sure I get those steps going. So technically, just give, like I said, going back to giving people what to do to the next stage, you have to take those steps, but you have to own yourself and say to yourself, do I want to be doing this the rest of my life? The one life that I have? Because you know how a lot of people say, a lot of speakers say this, you're born, you got the middle, and then, we get our wings, as I say. We fly to the next world. But I always tell people, you need to do something in that middle. You owe that to you, and you're accountable to yourself for that, and you're accountable to others, because now you're hiding your gift. People need to know your gift. If Shippa would hide in the house, we wouldn't get all of the beautiful things that she does, not just within her